Hey guys, it's Casey and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to the second day of Vlogmas. Huzzah! So today is officially the 1st of December, which means that it is officially Advent season. And as promised, Nate Claus has been. He has made his grand arrival on the scene, as you can probably see behind me a little bit. If you didn't know, I have never celebrated Christmas before. I've been here for 11 years now, but I've always just pushed Christmas aside because it's not the holiday that I grew up with. We had a different December holiday when I was a child, and I just never really felt the holly jolly spirit. But this year I was determined that I wanted to celebrate it for real, instead of just going to my friend's house on December 25th. And so my platonic common law husband, aka my male best friend, when he heard that I was going to do that, he got really excited, and he made it his mission for the month to give me the Christmas that he felt that I deserved and that I was deprived of, in his words. I don't use the word deprived, but he does, during my childhood. And so that started with the Advent calendar. And I must say, even though I am a bit apprehensive about the whole celebration, I think he's done a pretty good job. Okay, so here it is. This is an overview of the Advent calendar that Nate has put together for me. So if you didn't know, this is not Christmas presents in the traditional sense that you would think of. This is an Advent calendar. This is a tradition from my culture in which you open one present every day leading up to, we called it Saturnalia, you would call it Christmas, which they're completely different holidays, so there really is no crossover other than the fact that they're both in December and you both get presents from. But the traditional part from my culture is that most everything that you see here is going to be secondhand. It's not going to be brand new. Some of it will be, because we had a discussion a couple of weeks ago about how it was really difficult this year to find things in the op shops made for good presents, because you can't just buy junk. It needs to be something that you feel like the other person's actually going to get use out of and enjoy. So we had a discussion that a few of the presents were going to be brand new, but we put a $30 limit on the brand new stuff. So every day, open a new present. But before you open a present, you need to do one of these little card things. There's a fancy tea on that and a chocolate. That is not a traditional thing. That's just something that Nate has added. But you open these little cards up, and there is a little activity inside that you need to do before you're allowed to open the present for the day. And so I'm very nervous to see what he has put on his little cards, but we will find out. But as you can see, there's a lot of different other stuff. Like, this is not a present, I'm assuming. This is a treat basket. There's little gummy candies and candy canes, and I think that's cordial and straws, and there's glasses there, and there are Christmas stockings. This one over here, I can see just from the inside that it's got my favorite candy in it, and there's mugs down here that I'm assuming is for the tea. And these little bastards right here, I wanted them so much when we were Christmas ornaments shopping the other week, but they were like $16 a pop, so I wasn't going to buy them for myself. So instead, Nate went back and he brought them for me, and I'm really excited to see them here, not because I wanted them per se, though I did want them, so I'm happy from that perspective as well. But also it means that Nate was paying attention to what I was saying, and he took it upon himself to go back and find them and put them in this basket for me, which is great. But I don't know why I'm surprised, because that's the kind of stuff that Nate does, and I wouldn't be friends with a man who didn't listen when I spoke, so I don't know why I'm giving him praise for that when it's the bare minimum, but there you go. Let's open this one first, because it says eat me first, and I'm assuming that means that he wants me to open it first, or if not, well, I don't know. But I see that he has had a lot of fun decorating this one. He has made it like very sticker friendly, and I swear that these are my stickers, so he must have done it while he was here. So let's see what he has to say first up. First things first, there is a little googly eye in there, a not so little googly eye, to be honest. It's pretty big for a googly eye. I don't know if this is for an activity or what the hell this could possibly be for, but I will keep it for the meantime. I hope it's not trash. But the funniest card just a brunette and a blonde with an unbreakable bond. That is not a Christmas card, but I love it all the same. So I'm very happy to have that because I'm the brunette and he's the blonde. Technically, he's a dirty blonde. I say he's brunette, but he's got blonde blindness, so he says that he's a blonde. Okay, so what this is that this is instructions for the rest of the advent calendar. So what he's saying is that all the presents that have ribbons or tinsel around them, they're intended to be opened on the same day. The sacks back there are 2 sacks. They are presents, but the stockings and the basket, they are not presents. There are no order in which I can open the presents. I can open them in any order except for the presents with the tartan bows on them, because those are for Christmas Day, because on Christmas Day you get your own brand new sparkly Christmas presents, and that is apparently mine because there's only one left because he gave me one yesterday and he has to buy another one because he needs to buy me a Pilates reformer. Well, he needs to buy me a Pilates mat because we came to the conclusion that a Pilates reformer would be too big for me to move, so he needs to buy me a Pilates mat. You can't even see it, but there's like a Santa hat in there. And I want to wear the Santa hat. So we're going to go with that one first. And it makes sense because then we can work from the front all the way to the back, all the way to the big present, all the way up there. That big one in the white wrapping paper, which I'm 70% sure that I know what it is because I saw it for myself while I was looking for his presents. And if it is what I think it is, I'm super excited because I was going to buy it for myself. So I'm so happy again that he went back and he had that foresight to go back and buy me something that I really wanted. And that's all you ask for in a friend, isn't it? We're going to start off with this stocking because, like I said, I can see in that one that there's candy in that one, at least my favorite candy. I don't know what's in the bottom of it. But maybe this one wasn't a great start because in here I see tinsel. So again, I don't know if that is for an activity, but I'm going to keep a hand on it in the meantime. Let's see. What is that? This is just a little reindeer scrunchie, and I love scrunchies. They're my favorite hair ties. So I'm happy to have that. What is this? And a little teeny tiny reindeer, red-nosed reindeer, because he's just a little teeny tiny little thing. I got some pears, which is fun. I got some bubbles, some Christmas bubbles. That's fun too. Ooh. Got a couple of pens. I got this reindeer pen that's purple. I don't know if it's purple in the color of ink that it is, but it's like a snow globe one, which is really cool and fun. So I'm assuming this stocking here is just full of Christmas stuff, like Christmas themed stuff that I've never bought for myself before, because here we go. Here is another Christmas pen. This one's got like a pug on it. That's cute as well. I am going to be honest, I don't know where I would use a lot of this stuff. Got a little Christmas ornament. This is like a robot, which again is really thoughtful because I am a robot girl. I am a robot enthusiast. Like Chappie, the movie Chappie, is my own personal notebook. I can't watch it without crying because it makes me so sad. I love robots. I'm so happy to have that. So that's fun. And this is one of those little games, you know, where you press the button and it like flies up. That'll be fun. Another pen, a 4 pen with a Christmas tree on it. What's this? Something in bubble wrap. Merry AF. It's a shot glass. This is Merry AF, and I'm assuming this is another shot glass. And this one says Jolly Juiced, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these because I don't drink alcohol, so... But nonetheless, my friends drink alcohol, so I can rock these out. I don't even think I own a shot glass in general, so these could even be useful outside of Christmas. I can just leave them because I don't care if my shot glasses says Jolly... Oh, Jolly Juiced. They can say Jolly Juiced, I don't mind that. So that's nice, there's still more stuff in there. Freaking hell. A little tiny snow globe with Santa in it. And then I think this, which is just a cup. Snow globe cup, which is like Christmas themed. I like that. I'll use that this month. Is that it? So that's that one emptied. What was that? What was that? That was unexpected. I thought this one was just going to be candy, but maybe it's not. Maybe there is something else in there that's not candy. Anyway, I got one pack of these fuzzy UFOs, which are my favorite candy because I get really sore teeth, and these I can just put on my tongue and let them swirl. They're incredible. If you've not tried them, definitely get on it. Second pack, same thing. Some kind of fairy wand. Is this what was making that sound? Maybe I... Avada Kedavra. Oh, it does. It does. It does make sound, even without hitting it. I don't know what sets it off, because Avada Kedavra isn't doing it. Loomis isn't doing it. I don't know any other Harry Potter spells. I'm not a big Harry Potter lover, but... that's fun. I like that. I hope it doesn't do that the entire video, though. I got a mood ring. It's gonna do that this entire video. I got some cherry and watermelon nerds. Some Jelly Belly originals. A push pop. This one's big. I got a Dairy Christmas pudding. I hope that's not a real Christmas pudding. I don't know, is it? I still don't know if it's a real Christmas pudding or not. I hope not. I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas pudding. I've tried it a few times, but it's really heavy. It's like a brick. So I'm assuming that it's not, because Christmas pudding's usually pretty light, I find. So I don't think that this is like an actual real Christmas pudding. I think it might be chocolate. Either way, I'm happy to have that. I'm going to give it a try. And... ooh, there's still a couple of things in there. Another push pop. And... a matcha Kit Kat. So those, oh god, those are the stockings. I think that was it in there. Opened all the stockings, we've opened the basket. Now we need to open the card and do whatever activity it says inside. I don't even know if I'm facing the right way. I am. That says whatever inside I need to do in order to earn my present. The tea's coming off. But he's done it really cute. See, it's got like a little... he's done a cute job of it. He's done a really cute job of all the cards. I'm not going to show you all the envelopes. They got tea on it, and they're really loud. They're really loud. But yeah. Okay. Ooh. This is the card. Dearest Casey, happy holidays. I got you something this year. Peace on Earth, currently in backorder, goodwill towards men, limited quality, and 24 days of increasingly questionable decisions. May your snacks stay shelf-stable, your patience cooperative, and your lunch breaks uninterrupted by entities not bound by time. Here's to surviving your first ever Christmas season on this planet. I'm proud of you. Yours, chaotically, Nate. And then it says, before opening your present task for day one, eat a Kit Kat Kardashian style. What the hell is eating a Kit Kat Kardashian style? Well, I can't even look it up because you're on my phone. Okay, I am back, and apparently there is a very specific way in which all the Kardashian people, all the Kardashian family eat their Kit Kats. You need to eat all the chocolate off it first, and then eat the inside, the wafer inside of it. So I'm assuming that's what the green tea Kit Kat was for, and he's not saying that I have to open this and eat the Kit Kats out of it, because I'm not going to do that. I want to make the house. I don't want to eat a Kit Kat out of it. And to be honest, I don't even know where the hell I have put this Kit Kat. So I'm going to have to find it and then I'll be back. Okay, I found it. I was getting really, really worried then because I was pulling everything apart and I couldn't find it, and it had fallen under the thing that you put the TV on. I don't remember the English word for it. But we're going to eat a Kit Kat. I hate eating on camera. Ugh. It's unappealing. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to eat a Kit Kat like a Kardashian. So, now do I have to eat all of them like a Kardashian? I don't think so. Okay. Is that how you do it? Or does she break the chocolate off? I don't know. It's fantastic. I'm getting chocolate in my hair. It has to be enough. I can't do it any other way. I feel like that has earned me the right to open a present. So I'm gonna go and open a present. Now I'm gonna go, like I said, I'm gonna work my way from the front to the back without... Obviously, if I could, I would go straight for that big present. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I'm really excited for it. But unfortunately, I can't actually get all the way back there. There is so much shit in between here and there. I can't even get to my Christmas tree to turn it on, even if I wanted to. I'm gonna go with this one because, like I said, the hat in it, I can see that it's a hat now at this point. Looks really, really interesting. Let's see. It's really heavy. It's really, really heavy. That's the hat in question that made me want to open this one. Look, it matches my little thing. There's like a million crackers in here. Should we pull one? No, we won't pull one because I don't get triggered a lot, but I have been to war and the pulling of it right in my ear really sets me off. So I'm just gonna like break one open really quickly. I hate that so much. And I hate the smell of it too. Oh. There's a joke in here. Do you want to hear the joke? What do you call a penguin in the desert? Write your answers down below and I will tell you in 3, 2, 1. Lost. It's called Lost. It's called Lost. And here it is. Here's the infamous hat. And I feel like it's only right that I take that off and I put this on in its place. Much better. And that's just like a bloodhound charm. What am I supposed to do with that? What is that for? What is the purpose of it? It's cute, don't get me wrong, it is cute. But how is that Christmassy in any way, shape or form? It's not. It's just literal plastic. Like I said, these things are literal wastes of money and I don't understand why everybody is obsessed with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. 7, I guess, technically, including the one on my head. He got me books. There are books in here. So there's this book, which is the worst thing I've ever done. I haven't heard of this book, but I'm sure that I will like it. If he picked it out for me, I'm sure that I will like it. The Farm. The Chilling. There's a second card in here, which is very suspicious. Give me a second. What the hell? What the hell, Nathan? What does that mean? My mother's life story. My mother is not here with me. Who is this for? Who is this for, Nathan? Is this for me? Am I now your mother? I don't think so. Your father story. For your story, this is a penguin one. What the hell? What are we doing with these? I'm assuming that's probably what the card is for. Let's open it. God. Welcome to parenthood. A new adventure awaits. Full of wonder and joy, late nights and priceless wonders. I have been a parent for a very long time. I no longer am a parent. I no longer have any children. But I don't understand the point. The point is, okay, it's actually really thoughtful. It's actually a really thoughtful present. So these two, the parent journals. So if you don't know, there are two people in my life who have a lot of influence and a lot of power over me. There's Dress Levesque and there's A, and they are very determined that I'm going to do journaling. They want me to fill in the journals, but I struggle a lot with the journals. I struggle a lot with this, what I consider to be really stupid prompts, like, what's your opinion of the color blue? What do you feel when you see the color red? Like, what emotions come out in you when you see the color purple? I really, really struggle with that kind of thing. So Nate saw these and he thought that these would be a really good alternative because there's no real stupid questions in them. They're just reflective questions on your past, like, what do you miss the most about being a teenager and why? Things like that. And how did you stay in touch with your friends in the years before social media? Did you talk a lot on the phone? Things like that. And he thought that I might find these a little bit easier to do in the beginning when I'm starting this journaling process, which I've been trying to do for like the last year. It's just not working. But he thought that these would be more intuitive for me to dive into because they're just narrative reflection than the journals that I'm doing at the moment. So that was actually really thoughtful. Yeah, I like that. I actually do like it now that it's been explained to me in the card. And also the card, I don't know where it's gone, but the card is really cute as well. The card is really cute. I'm going to put that up somewhere and I'm going to keep this card because what it says inside is really, really nice and the card itself is really cute. But yeah, that's it. Look, it's Glinda. No, I'm not being serious. Obviously, I'm not Glinda and I don't know why he brought me that. It goes off at the most random of moments, but I finished cleaning my house. There was a lot to clean up because Nate gave me a lot. I had to put all my candy in this mixing bowl. I thought I had a different Halloween bucket, but I didn't. Well, I have a different one somewhere. I just don't know where it is. I've got this one over here that's holding all my art supplies, so I didn't want to pull that all out because that would have just been replacing one mess with another. So I just pulled out this mixing bowl and chucked it all in there. You'll have to hold me accountable for how quickly I go through that, because I could go through it tonight if I was really committed, but I'm not. And I also pulled all the crackers and took the little stickers out of it and chucked it on there to make it a little bit more festive. They'll come off in the wash. But yeah, I finished cleaning up on my house. I'm very grateful for what Nate does to me. He's very, very good to me, better than I deserve, to be honest. And to this day, I still don't understand exactly why we're friends, because you wouldn't look at us and think, wow, those are two people who are super compatible to be best friends. But, you know, we don't have the same taste in music, and we didn't grow up speaking the same language, and we don't have the same God. We don't even have the same taste in men, and we certainly don't have the same background. Other than the fact that we both come from rich families, which we do share in common, but you got to take into consideration that we do not come from remotely the same culture. He comes from, obviously, a modern Western democratic capitalist society, and I come from a technocratic socialist society. So that in and of itself means that even though, yes, we share a background where we both come from very rich and powerful families, those experiences look very, very different on us. And yet we have been best friends, best mates since Well, honestly, not since the first time we met, because the first time we met, he was still balls deep involved in the murder cult on the edge of town, and he would just come to the hospital to buy chocolate bars and try to lure me back to the compound, where he promised that enlightenment and pancakes awaited me. But we've definitely been best mates since, well, at least since Dress Levesque threw me down that mine shaft and left me for dead until Nate came and rescued me. And we've been platonic common-in-law spouses since Nate took a bullet for me. And I mean that literal, he took a bullet through the shoulder for me. And then he went and got the scar covered up with a tattoo, and he let me design it, and we drew a little rose with the tattoo designer, and that is probably the most Nate lore that I can give you. The point is, Nate has always been that cool surfer guy who is like sunlight personified, while I, on the other hand, am just that gloomy, dark, whiny girl who can't stop complaining about everything and actually can't go out in the sun because the UV rays physically pain me. And yet, somehow we go together like Lorelai and Rory, House and Wilson, Benson and Stabler. And I am indefinitely grateful to find that friendship that all the after-school specials preach about. He is my rock. He's my everything, even though he insists on coming over to my house and wearing my dressing gown out to smoke and make it smell like, smoke. Cigarette smoke. Which, by the way, Nate, stop doing it. It's really, really not cool. Please and thank you. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow along with these crowns because I pulled all the crackers and I kept the crowns because I feel like that is a fitting experience to be wearing them until I run out. And so I will be back tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 3. So, as always, this is Casey signing off for the night. Stay weird out there, stay safe, and good night.